as you can see, I did glue his torso, but now it does not move at all. I glued it with some super glue, something called super glue, and now he has no ab crunch whatsoever except at the waist. This ab crunch is just gone. I'm afraid to force it, so his head sort of kind of still moves, but he still has this paralysis. His shoulders. Hear that squeak? Sorry, there's a fire alarm in the background. Right, this too. It's so tight and so stiff that he is like the opposite of Spider-Man. He's the rocket. He's the opposite of Spider-Man. And he, oh God, I'm afraid to break it. And I did contact AliExpress, and they told me because the figure is so cheap, it's not worth their time or my time to return it. Excuse me, sorry. It's not worth their time or my time to return it. It would cost too much money and too much effort. So they asked me, they give me a 45%, 30% refund. And I was like, 30%? I said, it's pretty much a piece of garbage what you sent me. And I said, can you give me 40%? And they said, well, really no, considering that you could technically glue it and still use it. We feel within our policy and our rights and all this other stuff. I'll show you the info if I can find it. I think I have it in an email. No, actually on their site in the message column. I asked, well, how about no percentage back? Just send me a new figure. That's fine. This one is trash, right? Like, this is all I can do with this one, barely. And they said, well, no, we don't do that because then we're losing out. And so pretty much I'm stuck with him. And then he said I thought was pretty funny and pretty creative. He said, I said, well, even the black paint, he has like poked holes in his eyes. And he said, well, that could be battle damage. And I said, I was thinking that too, actually. It's a pretty creative way of solving the problem and not having to give me money back. The joints are so stiff. I bought this stuff another reviewer suggested this Liberty oil product. There's no money. They don't. I really just, if you look online on Amazon, you can get it. It's Liberty oil products. It's a clear non-staining lubricant for sewing machines, and I want to do his shoulders and his arms and legs. I'm really afraid though, because I don't know if it's going to snap off or look at this. Look at how tight this is. That's impossible. But people tell me that you're being too tough with them, but it's not moving at all. So maybe I should do that. You can see I did put some of the oil in there. See how shiny it is? See it? I don't know if you can see how shiny that is. I did put the oil in. And I don't think there's any difference. Oh, wait, maybe the oil does work. It's actually moving. He's come to life. And this one too I did. Nope. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I'm actually afraid to heat these up. I tried to heat up Mafex Bootleg, and it just started to melt. The legs seem a little bit better. The legs seem a little bit better. Lots of movement. Now he's like Aquaman. Lots of movement. You just want movement. The knee joints I have to do more on. His head seems okay. I guess I am keeping him. I'll show you what he looks like next to the Bootleg Yamaguchi Venom, which one second. This is him up against the Yamaguchi Venom, Yamaguchi Bootleg Venom. That does look pretty monstrous and pretty dangerous. But Spider-Man really, I'm not sure if this is the correct scale for the Yamaguchi figures, but he towers over Venom. Even if Venom was standing straight up, if Venom's legs were straight up, oh, maybe not. Sorry, take it back. Sorry, Spidey. You're toast. So maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I stand them up like this. And the Venom bootleg is not bad, not too bad. Although the head did come off, and the torso broke the same way place Spider-Man did, and I glued it, but it's working better. Let me see. If Spider-Man stands straight up. Come on, Spidey. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. If he stands straight up. No, Spider-Man's still bigger than Venom. He's still taller than him, which is fine. Because I guess in the comic years ago, Eddie Brock was just like a little bit taller than Peter Parker, but in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? I'll talk about this. I have a video for the bootleg Venom. I have 2 of them, and I'll explain why. Slow motion. So that's it, I guess. I guess his chest, I'm going to have to settle for. I don't want to break it again, but that is solid. His shoulders are moving a little bit. Wow. It would really, really be great to have the original Yamaguchi, but they're so expensive, too. It would be so nice to have a figure that you pay for. And all right, this guy was only about 15 bucks. But it would be so nice to have a figure that you pay for that just does what he's supposed to do, I guess. I don't know. Like, so far, these bootlegs are not winning me over. They're just not. And yeah, Spidey looks great, but just, even if you feel him, the plastic is all hard. And it's like, I really don't want to sound negative, but it's just, you know, I guess I could use him for something. Anyway, this is what he looks like. Here he is in his full glory. Sorry about the dirt. In his full glory. You see him full, you know, from this, you know, distance, he looks like really good. It looks cool. But, you know, and I'll deal with whatever it is. And that's him. Now, on the video, he's none the worse for wear. It does look like he was fighting. Or maybe he was losing the fight, which is classic Spider-Man. But because this is not a classic style, it is a Yamaguchi style figure, you know, you want it pristine. If you look at the original one online, it's beautiful. This one, Spidey got his butt kicked. Look at that face. just to show you what he comes with. Spidey taking a break. There's a little bit behind the scenes. Not really. He comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of hands, which are all very cool. Different kinds. We have the Spidey hand, classic. We have the Stop in the Name of Love hand. Grasping hand. This is just like a reaching hand. Another Spidey hand that goes with this one. Okay? But the issue is, and he comes with eyes, sets of eyes, different eyes, that you can pop out or pop back in. Right? Because if you look at his eyes, if you remember, his eyes are punctured. Right? So maybe you'd want to, but none of these eyes really, to me, look say Spider-Man. They all say, and I'm sure on the real Yamaguchi, they're really cool. But if you take a look at his hands, I try to take his hands off. This hand comes off. And I can put a different hand on. I think. Right? Sort of. Sort of not. Sort of. But when this hand comes off, you really can't, because see the wrist, how it's bent? Just the ball joints are so big, it's like a peg joint. And this one, when I take it off, the whole peg comes off with it. And I tried, and I tried, and I tried to take it off with the pliers so I can switch the hands around. So I have yet another figure, bootleg figure, like my Mafex Venom, where I really can't move the pieces around. So I just put the fist back on and just will try to make the best of it, because the fist actually fits really well. And I'm not even going to try to attempt. I'm afraid to attempt to take the eyes off. I mean, I could try, but what do you think was going to happen? I try to take the eyes out. How do you take them out? You just cut them out. Yep. See, even doing this makes me nervous. Right, and there you go. That's a good look for Spider-Man. Oh boy. But to me, personally, none of these other eyes say Spider-Man, really. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to cut my losses, I'm going to put this regular Spidey eye back on and just be grateful. And what I noticed too, is this the right one? Let me see. God, my hands are so damn big. I did notice that all the eyes have puncture marks. If you take a look, where is it? There it is. There's puncture marks. If you can see, it's very slight. If I go with turn up the light, there's puncture marks in all the eyes. So I'm just gonna call this one a loss. He's still a decent looking figure, but I'm telling you, just, good luck out there in TV land. Thanks for watching, gems. I love you guys. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. That would be so helpful. Thank you. Bye. From Spider-Man.